Cancer, have you ever felt the walls you build are not to keep people out, but to protect a heart that feels too deeply? Have you ever heard whispers behind your back and wondered, what are they saying about me? Is it the truth? Or just fragile wisps of smoke trying to weaken the fortress you've built around your heart? Be careful, for a vision of the moon has just appeared, and it never shows itself without carrying a secret waiting to be revealed. They have spoken so much about you, but now it is God Himself who will bring the truth into the light where no shadow can hide it. Have you ever sat alone in a quiet room, yet still heard faint whispers that did not belong to you? Those vague words, those fleeting glances, sharp as little knives, tightening your heart. I know, and I want to tell you this clearly. Nothing weighs heavier than carrying words that are not yours. The moon, both beautiful and mystical, is also a place where truths are hidden. It shines with a gentle light, yet it cloaks reality in a veil of mist, and in that mist, rumors are born. Someone has tried to plant doubt inside you, making you wonder if you are good enough, if you are worthy of love. Those whispers shake your mind, as though the world itself wanted you to believe you are small. But pause and take a deep breath. Rumors are only smoke. They may gather thick, choking your breath, blurring your eyes, yet a true warrior can never be hidden by smoke, and your soul is that fire. It burns quietly, resiliently, and it will never be extinguished by what does not belong to you. I know you have chosen silence many times, not because you are weak, but because you love peace more than arguments. But silence does not mean defeat. Silence is also a form of strength. It shows that you refuse to lower yourself to the level of the noise outside. And in that silence, God sees everything. He sees every tear you wiped away in haste. He sees the nights you lay awake holding on to your peace, though your heart was cracked. And because He sees, He will not allow the truth to remain buried. He will bring the light, uncovering what was hidden. Can you imagine that moment when the rumors vanish like morning mist in the sun, and the truth flows forth like a pure spring, washing all dust away? No one can hide anything forever under heaven's light. No lie can stand firm before His gaze. Right now, I want you to perform a small but sacred ritual. This is not just a comment, it is a vow to your soul. Write down, I choose the truth. When you write it, you are declaring to the universe, I choose the truth. I do not belong to the darkness of rumors. And when you dare to say it, God will see that your heart is ready to walk fully into the light. Remember, rumors can only wound you if you allow them to anchor you. You are not the whispers out there. You are light. You are the true flame. And if someone tries to cover you with darkness, it is they who are living in illusion. You have felt this before, haven't you? Simply by walking into a room, you knew something was not real. That is intuition, the sacred gift God placed within you from the very beginning. The vision of the moon today does not come to plant fear, but to confirm that you are not imagining things. You have heard the voice of your soul, the whisper of God within your heart. But the darkness has never stopped at rumors. The moon has only revealed the beginning. Behind that thin veil are faces still hidden, hands that have sown seeds of doubt into your life. A new vision has just turned before me. Its image rises, clear as a broken mirror, hands clutching knives in secrecy behind your back, while before you, false smiles remain. This is not an illusion. It is a message that there have been people within your own circle, voices that seemed close, yet together they wove whispers that cut you deeply. I once believed betrayal came from strangers, but no. It most often comes from the closest hands, those you called allies. Sometimes, It is they who reveal the darkest shadows of their hearts. And when the truth shatters open, you ache not only from the words but from realizing that the bonds you trusted were only masks. But listen closely. You do not need to argue. You do not need to shout to prove your innocence. Truth does not need noise to appear. Like the morning light, it will shine on its own, needing no support. And God, the one who sees through all secrets, he will unmask them. People may wear disguises before the world, but never before the eyes of the Creator. I know you have asked yourself, why did they do this? What did I do wrong? But the truth is, you did nothing wrong. The truth is, your goodness revealed their darkness. Light always makes shadows tremble. That is not your fault. It is proof that you are living in truth. I want you to do something right now, as a way to affirm to your soul that you are never alone. If you have ever been betrayed, write down, God sees everything. Write it to remind yourself that justice does not rest in human hands, but in the hands of the Most High. You are not alone, and you have never been alone. Let those rumors collapse under the weight of their own lies. Do not waste your energy fighting them. By and by, it will be God Himself who lets the truth be revealed, so that every mask must fall away in the radiant light. And when that moment comes, you will see that the shadows were only trials, never your destiny. And then, from within those very shadows, a new promise is opening before you, carrying the breath of healing and the birth of a brighter dawn. My dear Cancer, after the darkness of whispers and the faces that once hurt you, a symbol of divine love now rises. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, as though we are sitting by an ancient fire where the ancestors whisper, "Do not fear, child. Your tears are not in vain. Each drop is a seed." This is proof that God never abandons you. He sees your silence. He hears the words you cannot bring yourself to speak, and He knows the nights you have cried alone. Now, He is pouring love, comfort, and new blessings into the sacred cup of your soul. You thought you were empty, but miraculously, this love does not come from humans. It comes from the Creator, and so it will never run dry. Remember this, rumors are only smoke, but your heart is the real flame. Smoke may sting your eyes, but it can never hide the holy light within you. That flame is rising again, gentle yet steadfast, to remind you that you have never been small. You are an ocean, and those whispers are nothing but ripples upon your surface. Perhaps right now, you still feel lonely. Perhaps it seems that those closest to you have left you shattered. But I want you to believe this. God is arranging for people who truly love you to enter your life. Relationships built not on masks, not on rumors, but on sincerity, kindness, and light. Do you hear it? Within your heart, a new stream is beginning to flow, clear and pure. It will wash away the old fragments, cleanse the wounds, and leave within you a sacred space for what is to come. This is the moment of rebirth. This is the promise that you will be loved in the way you deserve. And I want you to turn this into a ritual for your soul. Write beneath in the comments, write these words, "I deserve to be loved." When you write, you are not merely typing a phrase. You are placing a seal upon the flow of the universe. You are telling God, "I choose light. I choose truth. I choose pure love." See, from the dust of rumor, from the falling of masks, your heart is now overflowing with a new radiance. But the journey does not end here. For after the light blooms, there will come another trial, the place where you must learn to look into loneliness and realize you were never truly alone. After the cup of light has been lifted, after the healing drops have begun to fall into your heart to cleanse the wounds, another vision appears before me, a vision of a star. It is a symbol of faith, of hope, of rebirth. It is like a small lantern hung in the endless sky, reminding you that among 1,000 shadows, one single star is enough to guide your way. So it is with you today. Though misunderstood, your heart has kept its spark, and now that light is being lifted high for all to see. Next comes a vision of the sun. It does not arrive to whisper. It arrives to proclaim. Its radiant light sweeps away the night, illuminating every corner, making it impossible for truth to hide. If the moon once gave you faint intuition, the sun brings confirmation. Your faith is the flame no storm can snuff out, and today, that flame is being touched by the sun itself, transforming it into a sun within your own heart. And then, your triumphal song appears. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine those who once whispered behind your back, who once cast shadows, now stand there and must witness God lifting you up into the light. No one can hide anymore. No one can deny it. Truth always finds its way, and the final reward always belongs to those who know how to wait in faith. Cancer, I want you to believe this. You don't need to argue to prove your purity. You don't need to shout to protect your honor. Your light will rise on its own, like the sound of church bells echoing in the morning air. And once that light radiates, no one can help but see it. This is the moment you are invited to step into a ritual both simple and holy. Write in the comments, I trust my light, I trust my truth. As you write, you are sending forth a declaration to the universe and to your own soul that you no longer tremble, that you have chosen to stand in the light, and that you believe God will place you in the rightful place you deserve. Cancer, smile, for you have walked from the shadows of rumors into unveiled truth, and now into healing light. Today, glory rests upon your shoulders like a laurel crown. What once was pain has become your victory song. What once made you fall now lifts you to soar. But do you hear it? Within the applause of the universe, another call rises, stronger, holier. It is the whisper of a doorway of destiny slowly opening, where your deepest dreams begin to take form, like seeds breaking open at the dawn of a new morning. Together we have walked through the darkness of rumors, watched masks fall away, drunk each drop of healing water from the cup of light, and finally stood in the blazing radiance of your inner star, your inner sun, and your triumphal hymn. This journey is not to remind you of how much you have suffered, but to reveal that your heart was never defeated by the dark. Rumors are only smoke, masks are only fragile veils, but you are the true light, the lamp that God Himself lifts for the world to see. Others may deny you for a moment, but they cannot erase the truth the universe has carved into your soul. And now, I invite you to write in the comments, as a final ritual for today's journey, I walk in truth. I shine in God's light. As you write, you are sending a sacred vow that from this moment, you will walk in the light, no longer afraid of the dark. Thank you for opening your heart and walking with me on this journey. May your days ahead be filled with truth, with love, and with the tender light of God guiding your way. You have never been alone, my dear friend. May you always be in peace, in joy, and in radiant light.